pulling billions off the line. I smashed up the grave.
Coming up next, the Pacers taking on
Yes, y'all. You don't stop. KRS-One, rock on. Number one. Sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the end. And the highlight of this game could be the matchup at the 5 spot, Clark.
You know, Brian, we've seen strong play at the center position these last few years, and we've got two bigs who can each take over a game, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun watching them square off.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. Jaden McDaniels out there with Julius Randle. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. Now here's Siakam. Here's Nesmith. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Here's McDaniels. The rebound by Nembhard. Halliburton looking for an opening. Here's Turner. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist.
Such an integral part to Halliburton's game. He's one of the best passers in the league.
And a nice finish on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Halliburton. Outside Nesmith. Here's Siakam. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
A long swing player. Siakam uses that 6'9" length down low.
Now the first 7.5 seasons of Pascal Siakam's career were in Toronto. But Clark, a fresh start here with the Pacers.
You know, it's great for the Indiana Pacers because Pascal Siakam wanted to be part of this group. He saw a nucleus of young talent that had a chance to be competitive in the East and chase a championship. So he signed a nice big contract this summer to remain a key contributor for them moving forward. Actually, he'll be the hub of the wheel along with Tyrese Halliburton.
First team foul.
Nembhard outside. Turner, a screen on Edwards. Now here's Nembhard, guarded by Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Siakam, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Edwards finds McDaniels. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Here's Nembhard. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
And the basket by Edwards.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Now here's Halliburton. Outside Nesmith. Pass to Siakam. The 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Siakam's got 5.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Halliburton. There's the drive. Oh, the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. And here's Edwards outside. Again, the miss by Edwards. Indiana has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Halliburton for 3. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
Halliburton, a really good knockdown shooter, which adds great value to this offense.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Nesmith covering. Now here's Edwards. Defense is right there. That shot off the mark. And Siakam has got the ball here for Indiana. 3-point lead. Halliburton outside. Turner, a screen on Conley. Halliburton, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle plotted them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no No question, they have the tools to do it.
Guys like McDaniels, who can guard just about any position on the floor, extremely valuable these days.
Mathurin passes to McConnell. From 7 feet away, Reed with the rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Out of bounds, it'll be Indiana's ball.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Clark is checked in for McDaniels. Now here's Siakam. He's got 5. The 3. Man, he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. For 3, DiVincenzo. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Rise and fire. DiVincenzo does not lack confidence going right up with the shot.
Toppin outside. 1:07 left in the first quarter. Back to Mathurin. Fires from deep. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell.
He's got that guard quickness. Mathurin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
Reed passes to Randall. Out to DiVincenzo. Off the mark there with a 3. The Pacers have gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. Back to Siakam. Over Randall. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Back to Reed. DiVincenzo on the wing. And the 3 off target. Indiana leading. McConnell goes in. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Indiana shooting their first free throws of this game. He's off on the first. Both teams will make substitutions.
T.J. McConnell, 2 shots.
But he sinks the second. There's 14 seconds left now in the first quarter. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. The Pacers out in front, leading by a point. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Pacers?
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
They've got Benedict Mathurin, Walker out there with Toppin. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton, and it's McConnell in at point guard. That's the 5 for the Pacers. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Ryan, Tyrese Halliburton, an all-star starter last season, is not done yet. He said, quote, "I want to be a champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the greats. I want the next generation to talk about my ability as a basketball player. That's definitely the goal, and I don't ever set limits." Ryan?
Allie just scratching the surface. Thank you, good stuff there.
And I'll tell you, Mathurin's passing game has a solid foundation. Now, hopefully, it continues to grow here.
Here's Edwards. It's good! Edwards, what strength!
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch him, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching.
The three, DiVincenzo gets the three ball to go. DiVincenzo's got his second bucket of the night.
And the three-point shot of DiVincenzo is dangerous. Defense cannot allow him to get airspace from there.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Nembhard comes in for McConnell. Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for Alexander Walker. Toppin's shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 4. DiVincenzo finds Reed. Here's Edwards, guarded by Toppin. Oh, Edwards bringing the heat.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting the rock every time.
Indiana has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Back to Nembhard. Pass to Halliburton. Up and over Conley. It's blocked by Gobert. Reed against Toppin. Outside Conley. Now here's Edwards. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Indiana. Nesmith comes in for Matherin. Here's Halliburton. Wow, what a strong flush from Halliburton.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Free throw good, Edwards. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Here goes Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
This is where Gobert likes to park himself, right around the rack.
Halliburton, the pass to Nesmith. Reed against Siakam. Down low. Outside for Halliburton. 6 to shoot. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Here's DiVincenzo, and he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Yeah, I love the energy and aggressiveness I've seen from them on defense. They're really getting after it with all these blocks.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
Turner for 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Hey, we use the term explosive a lot, but Edwards, this guy is explosive times 3.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants to review the game plan. The Pacers making a switch here. Matherin's checked in. And there's 1:38 left to play in the first half.
This is what Gobert is known for, his ability to swat shots away with ease.
Here's Randall. Indiana with a rebound.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Outside Nesmith. Inside. Here's Siakam. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Siakam's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, sometimes I think the 6'9" length of Siakam surprises opponents. He's able to go through or over contact.
And Nesmith gets it to go. And it's now just a 1-point Timberwolves lead.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
Here's Randall. That shot off. Excellent D there from Siakam. And Nesmith, here we go. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And it's tied up with that one. And that one drops, so now they lead by 1.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
And it's Randle with the jam.
Boy, what a throwdown by the well-built 6'9" Julius Randle with power.
And Siakam has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Outside Mathurin, beyond the arc. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Siakam's got 4 assists in the game. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already, and we're not even in the second half.
Pass to Randle. There's the triple. Drills it from deep. Randle's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
And he nails the 3rd. Oh, they get a hand on it. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Pacers. They lead by 1. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, I'm here with...
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the 3rd quarter here on 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
On the court for Minnesota. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the 1.
Talk about confidence. Halliburton oozing with it. No hesitation off the catch and shoot there.
Edwards getting it done inside. Edwards.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Indiana's gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. There's a screen. Back to Halliburton. Stolen by Conley. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Here's McDaniels. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Rocketing right off the floor. Explosive jam by McDaniels.
And about a minute of action so far in the 3rd quarter. Nembhard outside. Outside Nesmith. Three-pointer, Halliburton. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner.
From that close, he's almost automatic. No wonder the defense is all over Gobert.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Indiana trailing here. Halliburton outside. 90 seconds into the second half now. Back to Siakam. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Randle outside. Pass to Edwards. And he drains the turnaround J. Edwards got 23.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Turner, a screen on Randall. Pass to Turner. Fires the three. Pure from three-point range. Turner's got 5 now.
I really like it when Turner squares up from outside because he's got a sweet stroke, and because of his size, hard for defenders to get to the shot, and it also stretches the floor, which is good for his team.
Randall inside. He's covered by Siakam. Oh, and Turner with a block. Shot clock at 2. And here's Edwards outside. A rebound by Turner. Turner's got 5 rebounds in the game. Siakam looking it over. Pass to Turner. Halliburton outside. The 3 ball. Got a hand on it. It's a one-on-one situation. Edwards finds Gobert. Rudy Gobert finishes strong inside.
It's too easy for him when he's that close. The defense has to put a body on Gobert inside.
Nembhard outside. They set the pick for the lead. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Minnesota in the lead. And he goes in for the dunk.
Getting the ball to somebody ready to stroke it. Selfless play by Edwards there.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Nembhard, the pass to Nesmith. McDaniels with some nice D. Minnesota leading by 4. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Oh, the tower with the power move.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Halliburton, a screen on Edwards. Back to Halliburton. Stolen by Conley. And now the T-Wolves on the break.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Indiana's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The Pacers have a star tandem with Tyrese Halliburton and the newly re-signed Pascal Siakam, who said of his all-star point guard, his knowledge of the game and his desire to win and get better, that's all you can really ask for from a young player. Out there on the floor together, I think it's naturally just a fit. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Siakam, the pass to Toppin. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Randall, pass to DiVincenzo. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Pacers trail by 7. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to be on Naz Reid. Shepherd, he's checked in for Nembhard. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Minnesota's gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Conley against Toppin. For three, DiVincenzo. He drops it from range. DiVincenzo's got 11.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Siakam. Here's Toppin. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
You know, I don't think it's ever too late to make a sweet dime. I mean, even if you're halfway through your shot, you might find a better one for a teammate.
Outside, Alexander Walker. For three, DiVincenzo. No luck on that one. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. It's Minnesota up by 5. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Toppin out there with Walker. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. Then there's T.J. McConnell. And it's Mathurin in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for the Pacers. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Garza. Back to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Reed for 3. Indiana with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And it's Mathurin missing. Minnesota leading by 3. Outside Edwards. For 3, DiVincenzo. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Gotta D him up better than that. He's simply too good from beyond the arc.
McConnell outside. Outside Walker. Pass to Halliburton. Takes a 3. And there's Toppin on the assist by Halliburton.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pacers trail by 3. Now Mathurin. Back to McConnell. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Now here's Mathurin, covered by Alexander Walker. Shot's good by Mathurin.
And you gotta be right up on Mathurin, especially when he's roaming around the mid-range.
DiVincenzo finds Reed. Here's Edwards. Shoots over Halliburton, and the basket by Edwards. Edwards has got 25 points.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Here's Halliburton. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. Minnesota leading by 3. Reed passes to Edwards. Indiana with a rebound. Toppin's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Halliburton. There's a screen by Toppin to tie it up. It doesn't go for him.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
For 3, DiVincenzo. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Outside Mathurin. Pass to Walker for 3. And Indiana misses again. Minnesota has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Edwards. Anthony Edwards takes the contact.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. So Indiana going with an almost entire new group here. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Neesmith, he's checked in for Matherin. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Gobert's checked in for Garza. Julius Randle comes in for Reed. McDaniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And Conley subbed in for DiVincenzo. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. To win the cold spell. And a nice layup by Turner.
Confident in the paint, Turner knows he can cash in from this area.
Now here's Edwards. He's guarded by Nembhard. And that one's good from Conley. Conley's got his first 2 points.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Halliburton, no good. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Timberwolves. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Randle outside. Pass to Edwards. Takes the three. Anthony Edwards rains one in.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Halliburton, no good.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Here's Edwards. Indiana with a rebound. There's 57 seconds left to play in the fourth.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Timberwolves.
Absolute fireworks display. High-scoring game. They were unstoppable, Grant.
Yeah, just relentless from start to finish. And the pace was furious. Ultimately, they wore out the other team.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Anthony Edwards.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Halliburton against Conley. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And Conley's so good at running the offense. Does a nice job hitting guys in their spots.
There's Neesmith with a three. Edwards for three. Misses. And so it's Minnesota with the W. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
Go!